Man, that car is so fast!
Why are you waiting for me, Valad?
I have no idea. I think it's stupid.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I came to be in this situation. Well, today I'm going to show you how, and some gameplay from an 80-player Nordschleife Track Day server full of YouTubers, streamers and fans. So I came across Random Callsign's 80-player Nordschleife stream and I knew how to join. So I loaded up Content Manager, started my sim rig and put on my virginity protectors. The server was using a modded version of the Nordschleife, meaning you spawn outside of the complex and have to drive in using the roads outside. This was a pretty cool experience within itself, especially while watching all the other cars enter the Nordschleife. I parked up at the diner and waited for a train of cars to drive past to hop in. What happened next was basically what you saw in the intro. It was honestly an extremely fun experience and the most realistic Nordschleife Track Day I've had in Assetto.
Are you in a Ferrari?
No, I'm in the 488.
Oh my god, which one? There's so many.
I think it's the black one.
Oh, okay, we just passed this. Do you guys not have
Oh my god, what was that?
As we were entering the first few corners, I found myself behind the Random Callsign in his black Ferrari. I was in the Porsche 918 Spyder. I've never actually driven this car before, but I was pleasantly surprised. I'm a big fan of the older Carrera GT, which was said to be the ultimate Porsche, but I think the 918 takes the cake. Usually I would have a wheel and pedal cam, but I wasn't expecting to make a full video from this. I was only recording for clips, but I knew I had to make a video documenting my experience in the 80-player server as it was so good. If you ever join this server again and want to make a video from it, I'll be sure to have those cameras and live commentary on the video. Anyway, as you can see, the driving is of pretty good quality, which is something I didn't take for granted. In the usual public lobby Nordschleife servers, drivers in supercars usually can't handle the power at all. So it was nice to drive the Nordschleife with someone that can actually drive these cars relatively fast.
Man, that car is so fast!
And here is the intro clip. I wasn't even sure if I could keep the car under control over the crest. I know it would give me airtime, so I hit the brakes just before it in hopes it would slow me down enough, and I just managed to make it through unscathed. So as we're coming up to Swedish Cross, I wasn't sure how much speed I could carry through here with the rear-engined Porsche, so I slowed down quite a bit. Coming up to Arenberg now, with a beautiful late apex if I do say so myself. I was carrying so much speed down into the foxhole, I felt the need to lift off a bit right here, which was probably a good thing as I carried a lot of speed into the forest. And this is where it all started to go a bit wrong, right there. I oversteered just a touch, so to avoid spinning completely I had to put it onto the grass. But luckily we managed to get through just fine, and now we're facing a dreaded lagger in an Audi R8. Absolutely typical. Yeah, he just lags right into us and takes me out. That's absolutely disgusting. And he almost takes out Random Callsign here. You can see me on the left struggling to keep it straight on the grass. Did a pretty good job though, I think. Now I'm back behind Random Callsign and we're in the middle of traffic, so that should make for some more excited driving. You can see the track is just littered with cars, which really added to the experience, along with the relatively clean and good driving, other than the lagger of course. It really felt like a Nordschleife Track Day. In the stream, I believe Jardio mentioned that there's such a great energy in the server, which I have to agree with. Everyone was treating it like a proper track day for the most part, which is something you just don't get in public lobbies. It was just unmatched.
Here comes Jack.
Subaru's a bit of a sponge, like. I'm saving a lot of fuel.
Almost lost it here. Nice little drift though. I must admit that it was pretty cool seeing my driving from a streamer's point of view, and now we're back to battling this McLaren. It's pretty fast, but I think the Porsche is faster. And now we're faced with another R8 driver. There's just something about them that's dangerous. Luckily that Scooby sees us at the last moment and manages to get out of the way, so we can keep chasing this black McLaren. He slows down a lot here and takes it pretty wide, not sure why. And he makes another mistake here, he goes wide again, so we manage to cut on the inside. Now let's see if it can take the carousel. Yeah, no problems, it's a Porsche. It's designed to take the carousel. That Scooby almost hits us, he gets out of the way. And now there's another Subaru. I should have gone on the inside to be honest, but there was no time for that. I was going way too fast.
See that drift? That's what I mean. Why by the car being really good?
Yeah, but I got punted by that stupid 980.
Stupid 918. Let's rewind the tape. Nope, didn't punt you, mate. Oversteered again here on the treacherous camber changes that this section has to offer. Had to put it onto the grass again. But to be honest, I think I did pretty well for driving this very fast car for the first time on the longest track in existence. The McLaren manages to overtake us, but let's see if we can catch him again. This is honestly my favourite section of the track, it's extremely fun. Up to YouTube corner now. Hardest corner on the track, allegedly, I don't think it is to be honest. Managed to get through it just fine, and onto the very fast sector. High speed downhill here with a little jump. You don't really have to slow down for any of these corners, which makes it just extremely fun. And I think that's the 918 that punted the Subaru actually. It wasn't me he was talking about, it was that yellow one. Never trust yellow cars. There's just something about them like the R8s. They attract a certain type of driver. So now we're coming up to the second and final carousel. The McLaren takes it very shallow here. Still manages to get out ahead though. And now we're coming into some more traffic. Looks like a GT86 and an Alpha Juliet, or I believe it's called. They're battling pretty hard, as you can see. Some contact there, but luckily they both have their heads screwed on and they get out of the way of the supercars. And that Subaru just turns into me. I'm not sure why he did it, but it was definitely on purpose.
Oh man, this felt so good!
And now you can see the aftermath of that. Just me in the middle of the track. That's very sad. It just descends into absolute chaos here with everyone driving around the roundabout. So, Random Callsign, if you're watching this for some weird reason, thank you for hosting this server. It was one of the best experiences I've had on the Nordschleife and Assetto as a whole. I could honestly drive on it for hours if the server was of course full up. I'll definitely be joining if you host it again. And to the viewers, this isn't my usual style of video, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Check out some of my other stuff, maybe you'll enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.